Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Power Up by PNM podcast hour in partnership with the Hispano Chamber of Commerce, featuring some of our community's favorite leaders and small business owners. So plug in your favorite device, grab a sack lunch and your favorite beverage, and join us every Tuesday at noon to meet the movers and shakers in our community that are not letting anything hold them back. We are here to inspire you to continue to grow and scale your small business venture. Don't forget to call us at 505-842-9003 for all of your PPE supply needs. And for this podcast and any and all other information about the Hispano Chamber of Commerce, visit us at www.ahcnm.org/chamber chat. We'll give you another minute if you are joining us live.
Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Casey Anglada Durad and I lead New Space New Mexico, a nonprofit that grows the space industry from New Mexico for the nation. And I'm also honored to be on the executive board of the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce, and New Space New Mexico was one of the Hispanic Heritage awardees of New Business of the Year last year. So really happy about that. I am here today with Synathia Jaramillo, and we're going to introduce you. She is the Director of Economic Development for the City of Albuquerque. You want to say hi, Synathia?
Hi, Casey. Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, it's great to be here with you. Hey, so we're going to just kind of dive into who Synathia is and, what you're doing now, and start off with, how did you start your career? How did you end up at the City of Albuquerque?
Oh, what a great question. Long journey, but I'll give you the short answer. Excuse me. So I started in banking, and after that, I actually spent 17 years here at the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce. So I truly got the majority of my business experience at the chamber. It's, you learn here every day, learned and was connected to so many people, not just in the city, not just in the state, but nationally. And I have a passion for small business. I was a small business owner at one time. But yeah, I got started here. This is the greatest, learning ground anyone could ever have. And Mayor Tim Keller scooped me up about 3 years ago, took me away from the chamber, and here I am.
This is the perfect place to start out.
It is. It really is.
Right.
Yeah,
this is the best.
It really is.
The best chamber ever, right?
Agree. I couldn't agree more.
Right. Well, so if you were to choose any other career, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a tough one. If I could choose any other career, what would it be? Oh, maybe I would have been like a professional dancer, perhaps.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, and so what would advice you'd give to your 16-year-old self, knowing where you are now?
Oh my goodness. 16-year-old self. I would tell my 16-year-old self to never stop being curious. Yeah, ask a lot of questions.
All right. Well, and is this sort of what you envisioned where you are now when you were when you were growing up? What were you thinking?
Yeah, I always had a business mindset, actually. When I was a teenager, I had the opportunity to intern at the Department of Agriculture for 2 summers. I was part of a program it was a summer youth employment program with the Youth Development Incorporated. So that was my first introduction into the business community, and fell in love with it when I was a teenager. And always really saw myself in either business, and thought about politics at one time as well. But I was a banker and thought I'd be an investment banker. But lo and behold, I fell in love with small business, and so here I am.
Well, you kind of are in sort of a public office and supporting.
Right.
So in a way, you got to where you wanted to go.
Without running for office or being a politician, I get to support a really great politician, and that's my boss, Tim Keller.
All right. Well, I wanted to ask, so what are 3 of your company or your organization, as you're at the director of the city of Albuquerque. What are some like a top 2 or 3 great things that you're really proud of?
Oh, so before I took the helm of economic development at the city, we did traditional economic development, recruitment and retention of companies. We did support small businesses, but not in a very, I'm going to say, not in a very strategic or intentional way. And it was always the administration's desire to support minority business enterprises. And so I believe one of our greatest accomplishments as an administration and as a department is we are the operators of the Minority Business Development Center that is housed here at the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber. And that's just one of many. But now we have the opportunity to truly make an impact in helping when it comes to minority business enterprise and wealth creation. And so that's one. And another is a program that it was a direct initiative that Mayor Keller talked about when he was campaigning almost 4 years ago. And that's Job Training Albuquerque, and that's a workforce development program. We allocated $1 million to support small businesses that wouldn't otherwise qualify for the Job Training Incentive Program. And so JTIP is a program that supports economic-based companies, it's a great program. But we saw that there was a gap that existed for small businesses that aren't considered economic-based. And so we created this workforce development program in collaboration with Central New Mexico Community College, and it's been incredibly successful. And so that's number 2. And then, of course, COVID recovery. And, none of us knew we were going to be faced with an extraordinary pandemic. And so from, the onset, we focused on really keeping the bottom from falling out. We started with, before we received any federal government money, any COVID money, we redirected $750,000 from another program to support micro businesses, to help them from closing, to help them to, right on. Yeah, that deserves a round of applause. And so that's probably, and then in addition to that, we deployed almost $14 million in CARES funding, in grants, and we supported restaurants. And so my team, they did an incredible job in just really helping those that wouldn't otherwise receive any help, those Main Street businesses. And there's so many other things to be proud of. We've done so much, but those are probably the top 3.
No, those are good, great top 3.
Yeah,
all right.
I agree.
So back to the fun side. So if there was a movie made of your life, what would it be called, and who would play Cynthia?
Oh my gosh, how about, and hopefully the audience doesn't take this the wrong way, but because I'm a pretty spontaneous and I have this entrepreneurial mindset, I would probably say my movie would probably be called Mi Vida Loca, and maybe I would cast J-Lo to play my part. I don't know.
Nice. And so on the movie and TV, what's your favorite TV binge?
Ooh, my favorite TV binge. Well, Breaking Bad, of course. That was my favorite. I've watched that several times. Better Call Saul. I could watch it over and over and over, but yeah, that's probably my favorite.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, and so who's your favorite music or music group?
Ooh. I love all genres of music, but I'm a huge reggae fan, and I wished I could have, seen Bob Marley live. He's probably my favorite. But also Prince when I was 14. That was my first live show. I saw Prince when I was 14 in Oakland, California. So
I did too.
Oh, really?
I saw him down at New Mexico State.
Oh, fun. So yeah, I fell in love with the Purple Rain for sure.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's right. See, I knew we had a lot more in common. Okay, well, so tell me 3 things that are not known about you.
Ooh, not known about me. That's a tough one because I'm an open book. Let's see. Well, for those that, I really love karaoke, but I'm not your traditional karaoke singer. I can freestyle rap some karaoke. So most people don't know that about me.
Wow.
Yeah, that's one thing. Another is, most people know that I love to dance, so I really can't use that one because I hear a tune and it moves me. Let's see. I used to host a Bible study on Friday nights. Most people probably don't know that about me.
All right. Those are good ones.
Yeah, I don't know.
All around Cynthia. Okay, well, so one of the things, so I know one of the questions is how do you use your company's strength and reputation to support the community and through the Hispano Chamber, and I know you've already kind of answered that with your top 3 accomplishments from your job now, but do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a perfect example. So when I did work for the Hispano Chamber, we worked on collaboratively with board members, and we were working on passing legislation that would require primes to sub out work to minority business enterprises. And when you're doing that from the outside, from the outside perspective and trying to influence government to change policies, it's a lot of work. And so now being an insider within city government, I'm really happy to say that and this is, I really can't take credit for it. This is really something that the mayor really set out to do. And so we are, what we tried to do at the Hispano Chamber was get cities and counties and state governments to deploy a disparity study to see if there's a disparity that exists when, corporations, city government, state government, federal government, you have to figure out whether there's a disparity that exists between, minority business enterprises and non-minority business enterprises. And so at the city, we just hired a local company to, and we're administering a disparity study. And so that's something that we were working on 5 years ago at the Hispano Chamber, and now I'm on the inside of city government, and proud to say that City Councilor Lan Sena and of course Mayor Tim Keller supported that work, and so that has come to fruition. And so it probably wouldn't have happened otherwise.
That's awesome. Yeah, because you had the perspective from the outside.
Right.
And how hard it was.
Right,
Awesome.
exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so we're going to have some fun. I'm going to give you a one-word.
Okay.
I'm going to give you some really quick questions in one word. Answer
Okay.
them. Let's
Okay.
see if you can do it. Okay. Favorite food?
Tacos. Hello.
Of course. Favorite sports team?
New Mexico United.
Google
That's
or
easy.
Bing?
Google.
PC or Mac?
Mac.
Favorite superhero?
Oh, Casey Durad. Hello. Yes. Hello. You're my favorite space. You're in space. Of course, you're my favorite superhero.
Favorite board game?
Oh, Monopoly.
All right. Favorite movie?
Oh, The Godfather. That was more than one word.
That's okay. I think it might be one word in the title. Okay. Favorite beverage?
Tequila.
Favorite vacation spot?
Oh, Mexico, of course.
Yes. Best gift you ever received?
Oh, my 2 beautiful daughters.
Aw. Best gift you ever gave?
Oh, my 2 beautiful daughters.
Favorite car?
It's the DeLorean.
All right. Favorite restaurant in town?
That I can't answer. There's so many good restaurants in town.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, so many.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Biggest failure?
Ooh,
None.
so many failures.
No.
No, so many. I mean, in order to be successful, you've got to experience many failures. So I can't pinpoint one because there have been many.
Okay. Well, you've come away from them. Biggest success?
Oh, well, sitting in this chair right here, doing this podcast with you.
All right. Biggest life influence?
Oh, it's going to sound cliche, but my daughters, I mean, they influence me every day, and they're the reason I keep going, and they're the reason I wake up in the morning, and yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, favorite chamber program?
Ooh, probably, this is near and dear to my heart, is the scholarship program, the Education Excellence Awards. Yeah.
Yay. Favorite chamber event?
La Noche Encantada, the gala,
Right,
of
the
course.
gala,
And I
of
miss it. I miss
course.
it so much.
In February next year, February 12th. It's gonna be a space theme.
Yay.
Woohoo!
That's awesome.
Right? Favorite chamber podcast interviewer?
There's this gal by the name of Casey. She runs New Space New Mexico. She's my favorite.
All right. Any other closing word you want the audience to know about you?
Oh, sure. Well, please feel free to visit cabq.gov. Check out our small business office. If you need help getting connected to our Minority Business Development Center, if you're looking to expand your company, if you're looking to learn how to export goods, give us a call. We'd love to help you out.
All right. Thank you. My favorite interviewee.
Oh,
right?
awesome.
Synathia
Thank you.
Jaramillo, Director of Economic Development for the City of Albuquerque. And thank you for joining us to the audience. We're here at the Hispano Chamber of Commerce where we are joining, connecting, and thriving. Let's see. So I think we're done. Okay.
All right, see you next time.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today for the Power Up by PNM podcast hour in partnership with the Hispano Chamber of Commerce. And again, a big shout out to our sponsor, the folks at PNM, who help keep your businesses energy efficient. Don't forget to join us every Tuesday at noon to hear from those in the community that are moving us forward. And for more information about the Albuquerque Hispano Chamber of Commerce, call us at 842-9003 or visit us online for more information at www.ahcnm.org. And to replay this podcast, add a /chamber chat.